In the misty foothill forests where the Himalayas slope down into dense subtropical jungle, two of nature's most specialized survivors occasionally cross paths. One is a low-slung, thick-skinned mammal with a reputation that precedes it across 3 continents. The other is a slender, banded nocturnal hunter whose venom ranks among the most neurotoxic on the planet. Their meeting is rare, brief, and almost never ends well for the snake. The honey badger, Mellivora capensis, is built like a tank wrapped in rubber. Its skin is famously loose and nearly half an inch thick across the neck and shoulders, allowing it to twist completely around inside its own hide, even while something is latched onto it. This single adaptation defeats the primary defense of nearly every animal that tries to bite it. A fixed grip becomes useless when the skin underneath simply rotates away. Combined with a low center of gravity, short, powerful limbs, and claws built for tearing into burrows, the honey badger is less a sprinter and more a demolition unit. It does not need to outrun prey, it needs to outstubborn it. What makes the honey badger uniquely suited to hunting elapid snakes is not raw toughness alone, it is molecular. Research into the badger's nicotinic acetylcholine receptors, the very target that neurotoxic venoms attack to shut down breathing muscles, found that honey badgers carry the same convergent mutation seen independently in hedgehogs, pigs, and venom-resistant mongooses. Honey badgers, hedgehogs, and pigs have independently acquired functionally equivalent amino acid replacements in the toxin-binding site of the nicotinic acetylcholine receptor, introducing a positively charged amino acid in place of an uncharged aromatic residue that impedes toxin binding. In plain terms, the venom still circulates, but the lock it normally picks no longer fits the key. This is resistance, not immunity. A badger can still be slowed, staggered, or knocked briefly unconscious by a serious dose. But where almost any other mammal its size would stop breathing within minutes, the badger frequently shakes it off and returns to finish the job within hours. The northeastern hill krait, Bungarus bungaroides, is an entirely different kind of specialist. A moderate to large elapid reaching up to 140 centimeters. It is built for stealth rather than confrontation. Its dorsum is black, broken by narrow, pale crossbars that fragment its outline in low light, a pattern optimized for an animal that does almost everything after dark. Kraits as a genus are overwhelmingly nocturnal, Ophiophagous specialists, meaning their preferred prey is other snakes, hunted by scent trailing with a flicking tongue and a Jacobson's organ tuned to chemical trails left across the forest floor. By day, a hill krait wants nothing more than to remain motionless under leaf litter or coiled in a rock crevice. Its entire survival strategy depends on never being found in the first place. Confrontation is its last resort, not its first instinct. Kraits are documented as generally docile by day, reserving aggressive thrashing for moments when escape is no longer possible. This is where the contest is decided before the first strike ever lands. The honey badger does not stalk with patience in the way a big cat does. It forages aggressively, digging, clipping debris, and investigating burrows with a relentless, almost reckless energy that eventually locates what a krait spent all day trying to hide. Once exposed, the krait's options collapse to two: flee into cover or coil and strike defensively. Against most predators, a fast neurotoxic strike followed by retreat is a winning formula. Against a honey badger, it is a losing one because even a clean bite to the snout or paw rarely delivers a dose through that thick, loose hide. And even when it does, the badger's altered receptors buy enough time for the real fight to happen anyway. The badger's counter is brutally efficient, a fast pin behind the head using its forepaws, followed by a crushing bite aimed at the snake's skull and cervical vertebrae, which ends the snake's ability to coordinate a second strike almost immediately. From there, feeding begins head first, working down the body, a high-protein, high-fat meal that, for an opportunistic carnivore living across nutrient-scarce scrubland and foothill terrain, represents one of the richest single feeding events available, without the cost of chasing fast-moving mammalian prey. The deeper lesson in this encounter is not that the badger is invincible. It isn't. But that survival in these ecosystems is a calculation of risk versus reward, refined over millions of years on both sides. The krait gambles its toxin on the assumption that nothing eats something that can kill it 20 times over. The badger gambles its body on a single genetic edge that converts the snake's greatest weapon into a manageable inconvenience.